I don't really know what the point of this video is yet. I just want to talk to y'all about my love for Thailand. Thailand is a really beautiful country filled with lovely people. There's so much more that I could say. Hi, welcome to Paradise Not Included. This is your international bestie, here to give you tips on what to do and not to do when you're overseas. I'm currently based in Bangkok, Thailand, as you may be able to hear from the outdoor ads. The trucks drive by and advertise different products, or maybe during a political election, they might share some information. So Thailand is a really interesting place. The city of Bangkok is a living city, meaning that it's super vibrant. There's more than 12 million people here, lots of tourists. Every food you can imagine can be found in this city, and it really is a special place. Thailand captured my heart a long time ago when I first came here as an artist. I was working with a band and singing in the band. So I was paid to come and live here, and we were able to live in the luxury 5-star hotel and enjoy all of the amenities and of course room service and things of that nature. But it was really when I started traveling here on my own with my own budget that I began to fall deeper in love with the city of Bangkok and with Thailand as a whole. My roots are Southern, and I'm a city girl at heart. So I like to be in places that are exciting and have a good food culture. Bangkok provides all of that. The excitement, the international vibes. Growing up in the tri-state area, I had a very diverse friends group. So being out here allows me to explore more of that. There literally is something for everyone. I'm a big cinema person, so I like to go catch a movie by myself or with friends. And it's so amazing because there are a plethora of cinemas and cinema types. From a regular, degular, schmegular cinema to the IMAX situation, you can get a bed and really chill and kick it and watch a movie here in Bangkok. And the prices are a lot more reasonably priced than back in the West. Let's be clear, the cost of living can vary greatly. It really depends on the things you're looking for and what you need out of life. Me personally, I think I'm kind of a middle of the road type of person. I need a certain level of cleanliness in my building. I need a certain level of access to public transportation, and preferably able to communicate effectively in either English or Spanish, but Spanish is not really a thing here. So fortunately for me, where I live, my apartment manager is fluent in English and super helpful, and that really helps me out a lot. Now, mind you, if you're really on a tight budget, you can actually find a very affordably priced place here in Thailand. Now, mind you, the lease is probably going to be at least a year, but I've seen people get places for like $150 a month. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. The cheapest that I've ever paid on a monthly basis has been $250 for a small studio apartment. Now, some people say, oh my God, that's so small. But you know what? If you're living your best life, you're really not going to be home that much. Because you really should be taking the money that you're saving on your cost of living and out using that, boosting the local economy, supporting small businesses, enjoying yourself, going to get some Thai tea, going to see a film, going to a temple. You have so many options of things to do that you really shouldn't be just in your house all the time. But if you want a little bit more space, you can find that as well. Still much more reasonably priced than back in the West. For example, there are 2-bedroom apartments where I live that go for roughly $650 US. I'm just saying. My rent was $2,000 a month, almost, in America. For a small 400 and something square foot, supposed to be 1 bedroom, but how? Now, when people come to Thailand, it's important for them to think about like where you want to live. Are you a city person? Are you a more nature person? It really just depends on the individual. Do you want to have access to both? I personally decided very clearly that I wanted to be based in Bangkok because I love the vibe of the city. The energy here, it really inspires me. I feel very good as soon as I step outside of my apartment. I'm like, oh, I'm in the city. It's living, it's alive. And it's a really refreshing feeling for me, as opposed to other places that I've lived. No shade to New York, but the energy is very heavy in New York. It's very sometimes depressing because there's a lot of mental illness and obviously the cost of living is so high that people are really struggling, and you got to hustle so hard. And it's like, I don't have the energy for that no more. Like, I'm tired. Like, I want to chill. I want to relax. I want to live my very best life. And I'm not saying that no place is perfect. No, nothing is perfect. However, you can find your rhythm and you can find your flow in a place that's suitable for you, even if it's just for the time being. When it comes to transportation, food, utilities, and other things of that nature, Thailand is winning still. It's winning. Now, mind you, I'm very cognizant of the fact that it is a wage thing, right? So if your earnings are more local earnings, it's still kind of like normal. It's like how you would be feeling if you lived in Brooklyn. You'd be like, well, I'm not really able to save. I can just barely get by. I can pay my rent, but I am kind of living check to check. That is the experience for a lot of Thai people. It is. So I want to be very clear about that. I don't like to call things cheap because it's not necessarily cheap if you're earning local currency, but it is much more affordable when you're coming from a country where life is extremely extortionate. Like, they're charging you to open your eyes in the morning, $59.99 US, so this place kind of offers like a respite for some of us who maybe come from corporate America, or in my case, a little bit of corporate America, but also worked as an artist and also did this and did that, been an educator. And it's like, I just want to breathe. So ordering food delivery, this is something that is a very interesting topic for me, because in the States, like I said, no matter what state you live in, you paying at least $25. You know what I'm saying? At least $25 to order some food to be delivered to your home. I'm not saying whether that's fair or not, because I feel like obviously the driver needs to be paid appropriately. The people preparing the food need to be paid appropriately. But somehow somebody in the middle is pocketing a little bit more than they should be pocketing. You know what I'm saying? And here in Thailand, tipping, first of all, is optional, but it's not really optional for me because I'm still going to tip, like, no matter where I am. Unless it's considered rude. Like in Japan, if you tip, don't do it. It's not welcome. They're like, excuse me, sumimasen. They don't want your tip, okay? Because they feel that they're getting a fair wage. But in places where it's not like a norm, but it's still welcome, like Thailand, I still tip people because I also feel really grateful to be here. I feel very happy that I've been allowed to come and live here. And it makes me feel like I want to give something back to the people, like, kapunaka. So I tip a little, a little something. But yeah, so the cost of delivering food is so much more affordable. Like, for example, I've never really spent more than like $15 if I order food delivery, and that's me being a little bit greedy, like ordering the extra jalapenos and shit like that. And that's Western food, mind you. That's Western food. If you order local food, Thai cuisine, is going to be much more affordably priced. Now, mind you, there are luxury 5-star Michelin type vibes for Thai food here as well. So you can experience every level, not just street food, but beautifully presented restaurant quality Thai cuisine is also available to you. Sometimes people come here and they just start paying any old thing. And I'm looking at them like, why are you doing that? Like, I met a lady, she pays like $1,400 a month for rent. And I'm just like, what's the point of coming to Thailand if you're going to pay regular American rent? What is the purpose? I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has their reasons for traveling here, but the cost of living differential is a big motivation. Let's be honest. It's a big motivation because it's what really allows you to be more free with your time, with your energy, because you're not so busy working, that you're able to actually go for a massage in the middle of the afternoon. It's a blessing. It's a privilege. And so the people that come here and just pay whatever in rent, I'll be looking at them like, you driving up the cost. You driving up the cost. It's your fault. You are the blame for inflation. Like, because I'm like, I understand, like I said, there's something for every budget, right? So if you're not necessarily comfortable living in a smaller space that's $200 a month, and you want to have a few extra rooms or whatever, that's fine. But I don't know. I feel some type of way about it. Maybe I'm just jealous. Maybe when I get my money up, my YouTube money, my TikTok money, I might do the same. We don't know. Nah, but in all seriousness, I think it's important to remember that this is a place where bargaining is part of the norm. It's normal to negotiate. It's not like you're coming from some place where there's a set sticker price and that's it. No, in Thailand, it's like, "Thaorai ka? Oh, 50 baht ka? 40 baht, okay ka? Kapun ka." So this is a place where you actually can negotiate. So I would not tell people to just come and pay the immediately expensive foreigner price apartment, condo. Like $1,400, girl, please get out of my face. Like, no. But if luxury living is your thing, you can find it here. You can find the river views of the Chao Phraya. You can have the skyscrapers. You can have the bridges and the ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Whatever you want, ra-ta-ta-ta, you can have it. So there is something for every single budget. However, this audience that I'm building, we're on a budget, okay? We're on a budget. And we want to travel and be broke and bougie. You know what I'm saying? A little budget bougie. That's what I'm gonna say. We want to be budget bougie, okay? Bougie, but on a budget. All right. That's what we're building. So I want to give you guys all the information that I've gained and learned over the years of traveling to over 30 countries, living on several continents, applying for visas every daggone where. I'm going to give you some of my tips and tricks. So make sure you follow and subscribe it. All right, I'm about to go outside. I'm going to go treat myself to some brunch. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'll catch you later on the next video. Sorry, my eyeline is all over the place. I'm looking at the timer and I really need to be looking at the camera. Have a good day. Bye. Whew, you made it to the end of this video. Shout out to you. I'm going to be uploading more content soon, so make sure you subscribe.